guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today my TBR cards are going to be picking my reads for the month of November, which is crazy. We have 2 months left of 2024, which, like, actually I cannot think about that because I'm going to wig out a little bit because I swear I was just filming videos for the beginning of 2024. Anyways, with that in mind, with only 2 months left, this TBR needs to be on the dot. Okay, it needs to be on the dot. And for those of you that are new here, I make my own cute little TBR cards, and I usually pick about 10 cards. For this month I'm only going to do 9 because the other one has to be for my book club pick, which I will also say at the end which book that is. And I shuffle these like tarot cards and just wait for them to fall out. We've already got 1 card, so let's go and shuffle and get the 8 other cards. Now, I do very much have in mind what I want to read. I have a project, a new book that I am working on in a couple of weeks, so I definitely need to read, there's another card, I need to read books around that topic and genre and the vibe of it. So, and I can't say what it is because I just can't, but if anyone can like guess by the type of books that I pick for this month, I will not confirm or deny, but you guys can definitely go guess in the comments below. Oh, there's another one, so we've got 4 now. I want to dive back into Zodiac Academy. I took a break for the month of October to read spooky season books, which were good and bad. I had a lot of duds in October for this month, but that is okay. But I am so excited to dive back into Zodiac Academy so that I know that at least 2 of these cards, there's another one, have to be for Zodiac Academy. Okay, we've got 5, so now we just need 4 more cards. Yeah, besides that, I just know the vibe. I know I'm going to want to read Zodiac Academy. I know that I'm reading the book club book. There's also a book that I am meant to be buddy reading with one of my friends, Kate. As always, you guys get a sneak peek of what cards are going to be in this month's pick. So let's go. So first up we have book talk, sports romance, vampires, 300 pages, romantic comedy, fake dating, highly anticipated read, series you're in the middle of, and thriller, which is good because this definitely goes with the theme of the books that I need to pick. I need to start getting into the headspace of the genre vibe of the book that I'm going to be writing over Christmas time. And look, I think off the bat we're going to do this one. Series we're in the middle of, Zodiac Academy, The Reckoning. I am so incredibly excited to go back into Zodiac Academy, and I love that it's on Kindle, so I can read it on Kindle and I have my copy. I'm loving it, by the way. Just like an update to everyone, I thought that I was going to despise this series because I'm not a bully romance girly. I'm obsessed. You just have to get through the first one. You just have to get through the first one. Series you're in the middle of. Now let's do ill dating. So fake dating, I'm going to open up and see what I have on my Kindle downloaded. Got it. Perfect. So we've got ill dating, so fake dating, and for this one we're going to be reading a book on Kindle Unlimited. It just came out. I've been seeing so much promotion for this book, so I'm really excited to read it, and that book is called Falling. It is, and let's have a little look-sees, mental health representation, fake dating, college romance, banter, figure skater and a hockey player, and open door romance. Black cat golden retriever, he falls first and hard and he calls her princess. Okay, that is perfect. Then next up we have sports romance. Now I know that this was on my TBR for last month, but I obviously didn't get to it because it was spooky season. I just wanted to read spooky season books. But for sports romance, I'm going to go with The Wingman. Now this is Stephanie Archer's 3rd book in her ice hockey series. Look at how gorgeous this is. It is on Kindle Unlimited too. I have a physical copy because I really liked the 2nd book, The Fake Out. It was amazing fake dating. So for sports romance, we're going to go and read this one, and it is a new release. Next up we have romantic comedy. Now for this one, I feel like there is actually a lot of options. So let me look at the bookshelf, let me look at my physical TBR, my Kindle, and let me get back to you. I have a lot of options for this one. We have Sin Bin. I feel like romantic comedy is kind of just like a romance card for me, to be honest. It's not something that's gonna make me cry. As long as it doesn't make me cry, I look at it as romantic comedy. It's like the banter is funny. So we have Sin Bin, Sinners on Ice, which I've heard really amazing things about. We also have The Enforcer, Physical, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Now, I did actually start this. I believe, how far in am I? I am 18% into this one. I purely put this down because I I usually listen to an audiobook and then read a different book, and the audiobook that I started at the same time as this was so good that I just had to pick it up and read it physically, and that's why I put this one down. So there's nothing wrong with this book, but this is definitely short, fluffy, sweet. It gives Gilmore Girl vibes, which obviously the author's name is Laurie Gilmore, which is just like absolutely perfect. Very fast paced, and I feel like I really want to read it because November to me is still kind of October and definitely gives that vibes, and I want to read it before summertime here in Australia. I basically want to read it still while it's cold. Then next up we have The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. She's a single dad and she's the nanny. That's it. Then we have This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I know nothing about this. Then we have Catherine Santahello Stranger. So there is a lot of options here, and to be honest I don't really mind which one I get. I'm gonna have my boyfriend pick which one. And the jury is in. It is The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. So romantic comedy, we have Lana Ferguson, The Nanny. We've got 4 down, which means that we have 5 left. Next up we have 300 pages. I just kind of want to get this one out of the way. 300 pages, which I did this last month, but I swear it's actually really hard to find a book with 300 pages because it's usually over 300 pages. You know what, let's get out my trusty TBR jar and let's see if it pulls out a 300 page romance book. Let's see if any of these are romances. Nope, all fantasy. That's great. Oh, we have Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adam. This is 330, so we could totally do this. I'm gonna cheat. I cheat at least once in these videos, and I'm not reshuffling, I'm doing a mega cheat. We are taking 300 pages out and putting it in for 400 pages, so it's not that bad, but it's still pretty bad. Okay, so for 400 pages, I am going to read Sin Bin on my Kindle Unlimited. I've heard amazing things about this book. Next up we have a Book Talk book. So any book that I bought because of Book Talk, which is basically all of my TBR or anything that is just popular on Book Talk. Anything that you look at it and you're like, that's a Book Talk book. I have something that comes to mind, but I said I wasn't. I was going to say, I was thinking of Ignite Me because it's still on my TBR, and then in my head I was like, no, I said I was only going to read Zodiac. Hello, I'll put on the other Zodiac book. So for Book Talk book, we're going to do Zodiac Academy book 4. Book 3 is just a placeholder because I don't have the physical book of book 4, but I am going to read it on Kindle Unlimited. So 2 cards are going to the Zodiac Academy series. I just know myself. Like, the only reason I stopped reading Zodiac Academy this month was because it was October. If it was any other month and I didn't love spooky season and Halloween themed books, I would have continued on and binged the series. So I am keeping that in mind, knowing that I'm going to go back into the world and want to binge it. Then we have Vampire, which, truth be told, this card was in here to get the Twilight books on my TBR. So let's try and find a vampire book. So for vampires, I'm going to read Immortal Dark, which I'm actually going to buddy read with my friend Kate, so it will be so much fun. All I know is that it is vampires and a vampire academy, and it's like dark academia, which I've actually never read a book that is dark academia, so it will be very interesting to see if I like this. But I've heard amazing things about this book, and I snagged a signed copy. Now we have just 2 cards left. So we have Highly Anticipated Read and a thriller book, and I already know what I want to do for Highly Anticipated Read. That is The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. Elle Kennedy is the absolute queen of ice hockey romances, and it is a crime that I have not read this yet. I honestly just had a lot of fear that it was going to ruin the deal for me, because I love the Deal Off Campus series so much. That entire world just means so much to me. It got me into my ice hockey era. I read ice hockey for like a year. So like whenever there is a spin-off of like children, you get a bit nervous, but I've heard amazing things about this, so I'm going to go and read it. You best believe I'm purchasing this on my Kindle though, because this is fat and it is small writing. Now last but certainly not least, we have thriller cards. So let me go get the options for thriller. Now for thriller, I have 3 options. First one we have is Bad Ones. This cover looks absolutely amazing. All of these are YA thrillers. Basically, this is like a spin off of Bloody Mary, and a person goes missing. So a game gone wrong, a town full of secrets, a missing friend. This is the YA thriller that I definitely am leaning towards. I do think that there is some paranormal play to this book. How much paranormal play though, I don't really know. The other option is Tell Me What Really Happened. She is missing, they were with her. Oh, this is so cool. It was all her idea. They would get away from their parents and spend the weekend camping down by Salvation Creek. The 5 of them would make small still kisses, share secrets. By sometime around midnight, she vanished. Now, the 4 friends who came back are under suspicion, and they each have a very different story to tell about what happened in the woods. This is told entirely through first-person police interviews, which is so freaking cool. Like, can we just acknowledge the mind of the author to do this? It is amazing. I'm not even gonna look at the other one, to be honest. I am tossing between these two. This sounds really cool, but this sounds really cool too. Maybe I should get Charlie to pick. I am leaning towards this one, but this sounds so cool. I'm like very indecisive today, which is not like me at all. I'm gonna take a rubber. I'm gonna do yes or no because I can't write the book names in case I want to do this. Here we have yes and here we have no. Okay, yes is going to be this book and obviously no is going to be this one. I swear to God, I'm not gonna lie on this. We got no. We got no, and I did not lie. Damn, this one sounds really good. I'll do it next month. So for thriller, we have the bad ones. And that is it. That is my TBR for the month of November. So let's just go through what I selected, and also let me talk to you guys about my book club book pick. So the book that I have to read for book club for the month of November is called Crossroads. I am not going to tell you guys much about it. I know that it is a romance book. Besides that, I'm going to go in completely blind so that I can give myself the full experience for the book club meeting, and I'm so excited to read this one. We have Fake Dating, which is Falling, and then we have 400 pages, and that is going to be Sin Bin. Then for thriller, we have The Bad Ones. Highly anticipated read, we have The Graham Effect. For romantic comedy, we have The Nanny. Then for sports romance, we have The Wingman. Then for vampire, we have Immortal Dark. Then for book talk and series you're in the middle of, I have Zodiac Academy book 3 and 4. And that is it. Those are the books that my TBR card selected for the month of November. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have read any of these books. Keep it positive though, because I really don't want to go in with a negative mindset for this one. But thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah! See you next time.